Hi everyone. Today we have Mr. Raj Darji in our Tech Talk show for Times Tech Print Media. Hello sir. A very good evening and warm welcome. First of all, I would like to let you know about our organization, Times Tech Print Media, and we have also a magazine, Times Tech Buzz. So in Times Tech Print Media, we have different segments like webinars, research papers, white papers, and Times Tech Buzz portal for the news portal. This interviews is for Times Tech News portal, Times Tech Buzz, and magazine. Uh, the theme we follow in the magazine Times Tech Buzz is hardcore electronic and information technology. So we are starting now. Uh, Sir, please let us know about Arav Solutions journey so far and how it is doing the work in digital transformation and the smart transformation.
First of all, thank you for having me on this show, and get an opportunity to talk on our journey as an RF Solutions. So before we start on that, right, just to give a very high level glimpse on what we're doing and what are the things we have been, kind of engaged. So RF Solutions was incorporated in 2012, mainly focused onto IT consulting and other part of it also. So this is kind of journey, I would say, from 1% to 130, people. Okay, and from the growth side is like year on year we see like 100% growth so far, and our intentions is to kind of continue the same growth over the period of time year on year.
All right, sir. Which are the sectors or vertical? I say you are getting Arav Solutions is getting the multiple traction from.
So mainly, our core business is lies into telecommunication with the B2B segment. So all the business or all the projects or whatever the growth of the company is going more into B2B segment, which includes multiple domains within that. One is telecommunication, another is banking and finance, then power and utilities. Then these are the things which kind of hold us more connected in terms of projects and other things.
Sir, which are the projects you are involved, Arab Solutions is involved in, like in India with the government side, I may ask.
Yes. So if I talk about specific to the projects, as I said, we are more into the banking, finance, and telecommunication. But back in India, also we have been working with the government sector, especially with Chhattisgarh government, where we are implementing some of the ERP stuff and kind of helping them onto the AMR, which is one of our product, which is automatic meter reading, and some of the projects we have been doing with. Indian broadband providers in Mumbai and in Pune and somewhere in Gujarat. So those are the things happening around India and across the globe. If I talk about, then we have multiple projects going on, especially with the some of the COTS product of Oracle and Salesforce and many other uh, COTS product, and that is in US, Canada, and some part of Australia and the other regions. So, yeah, I mean, we are pretty diversified in terms of region and in terms of technology and in terms of domain. So, we have the way in which we work is we have straightened down one domain and then expanding ourselves to the next domain. So that way we can keep the momentum and the strongness of executing, or rather self executing thing, and then moving into other domains. So that is what we've been doing.
Great. Sir, also we'd like to know, is there any expansion plan for next 12 months globally and in India also?
Yes, I mean, if I look at it like last 6 to 8 months, we have very our growth was kind of really good. So especially with India, because when this pandemic happened, right? So there was an advantage and there was a disadvantage. Yes, of course, the pandemic was not good for the humanity perspective, right? And it is totally bad thing happened. But at the same time, you see the perspective of the people have changed, right? Where people were we had to go to the office and kind of work from there. But due to this, there is a proven track that people can work from home also, right? So having said that, the work being done from remote will not impact anything from the business as usual operation perspective, right? So with that, it helped a lot to the IT industry to kind of move a lot of their work from on-site to offshore, right? So on-site being that US, Australia, UK, or any part of Europe or any part of region outside of India, right? And then they can get that work back from India. So with that, what we get is like kind of getting more business to have people working from India as an offshore. So with that, we are able to expand ourselves very well into the India region to be able to generate more jobs for the people and be able to accommodate and hire more people to kind of expand ourselves. So some of the customer have kind of told us to create a offshore development center dedicatedly for them in Bangalore or in Ahmedabad or in Mumbai. So these are the different customer where they wanted to have dedicated office on our premises. So with that, like to fulfill those requirements or fulfill those project need, we have to expand in India. And of course, to support customer locally, we are expanding into other region, especially US, Canada as well.
All right. So, is there any plan to expand the channel partner network, or which are the channel partners if you have currently
So
associated with?
I think that's a great point that we need to have the channel partner, but that is a plan which we have as part of our product portfolio expansion, where we will have a channel partner who can help us to sell the product, and they be a kind of part of it, and they do the implementation. So those are the plans are being solidifying right now with the team. But yes, there is a good amount of traction on that side, where we will be expanding to have more channel partners to support our the products. Yeah.
All right. Is there any association being done with the government of India in the smart city side? I mean, with the, can you please specify the state of the government?
Yeah. So I mean, smart city is a very broad term, right? But underneath there are a lot of digital transformations, put in place, and also some of the this AMR what I talked about, right? So we are associated with the government of Chhattisgarh, where we are helping them to do the transformation from paper based to the COTS product, which is kind of the standard ERPs, and also into the AMR. So there we are certainly associated with them, and also we are trying to get into the government of Gujarat and government of Maharashtra to see how we can help them from that angle. Some of the project we have kind of in line and in progress, where we were asked to implement the GIS, which is a global information system, where they can get those property details and all those stuff. So but yes, answer to your questions, yes, we are associated with government, not directly with government of India, but indirectly with government of India, and directly with the government of states.
All right. What is the go-to-market strategy Arab Solution is about to follow for next 6 months? And what is the difference between those strategies, if I may ask, from the global perspective and from the Indian perspective? What will be the difference?
See, the go-to-market strategy, I think, that the specifics I can definitely share with you. But on a high level, if I look at it, right, so our objective is to stay humble. how we can leverage our services, or rather our products, to the end user, right? The way in which our model work is mainly into the governance part of the technicality, right? Because I come from the engineering background, and our team is more into the engineering side of it. So those strategy which we build up from the from when we compare with others, like it's a bit different, right? And that, I think, we call it as our USP, to be able to get into the market, and to be able to help customer for their success. And as we said, like, many of our interviews and many of our articles, we have been saying that our organization is management by objective, right? So with that, like, that implies to all the strategy we put in place, be it a go-to-market strategy, be it a customer success strategy, everywhere those things applies, because our objective is to make customer success, right? So by product, by services, by whatever it required for customer to be able to succeed on their transformation. So
All right. As you know that India is facing the second wave of COVID-19, and the businesses are also affected. So just wanted to know how RF Solutions is tackling with that, and how much challenges are there for the company.
I mean, I would say this is a very unfortunate that, we all are facing this pandemic situation, where first wave came in, now we have a second wave. And I was hearing that, there may be a third wave also, but we don't know like what's going to happen on that side. I hope everybody will get vaccinated and things will be fine. But yes, due to the second wave, it has tremendously impacted the business, especially with the local business, right? But from our side, right, we see, from the challenging side, if I look at it, as I said, like, we working as management by objective, and with that, we did not have any challenges in terms of expansion, in terms of execution, because our philosophy was, the same which we are doing now, even before COVID, right? Where people were having that flexibility to work from home, and we were just asked them to get the work done by what time. And of course, we need to align some of the things with the customer, right? But we were not so much forced on having people into the office and work. So from that angle, we did not have much challenges that the work have been disrupted, and those things have not happened. And we kind of was providing the services the way it should have been with the customer, so we didn't have any challenges from the project side as well. But the challenges were like, some of the customers and some of the places where some logistic issues we had problem, where things got delayed, like it should have been done in 1 week or 2 weeks, but that got delayed for 4 weeks or 5 weeks because of those lockdown, and not having local things available, like some of the background, something on that line we need to do, right? So those things were not able to do because of the local logistic issues. But apart from that, we did not see any challenges from the business expansion and business execution perspective.
Got it. What are the initiatives RF Solutions is taking for customer satisfaction, and also the customer satisfaction, and marking the RF's presence in the other sectors where they have not still, you have not still.
Right.
Yeah.
So from the impact perspective, as I said in the beginning, right, like our focus is to make sure that the things happen on the right way, right? I mean, sometimes what happened is, uh, any customer or anybody, if we talk about, right, like we want to get it done as soon as possible. But the way in which we work is, we want to do it, yes, of course, on a minimum time base, but we do not want to compromise on the quality. We do not want to compromise onto the solutions. We do not want to compromise on anything where it can have a problem with the sustainable scalability, or expansion for the customer, right? So with those criteria in mind, we are kind of putting ourselves in a way that how we can make success. Because right now, if we are able to do it with the shortcut or short thing, that may have problem later on. So those are the things we are making sure and making customer aware upfront, that it may take this much time, but at the end of the day you will be getting those things. And at the same time, when we are engaged with the customer, it's like not we are a vendor, we are a partner to the customer, right? When you become a partner with the customer, you will make sure that their success is our success, right? So, and that's how we are kind of engaging with the customer. And with having those things in place, I'm pretty sure customer would appreciate. And some of the things which we have happened, some of the government projects and some other private projects where we had those situations and we were able to helping them, and due to that we got few more businesses, and we were able to expand ourselves into those accounts and those portfolio.
All right. So I think there was some disturbance in the network. All right, sir. So how many customers are there, if I may ask, globally and also in India? Total number of customers RF Solutions is now
I mean,
having.
exact count, I may need to check, but I think we have around 10, 15 plus customers across, and around 8 to 10 customer in India. So, I mean, that's a kind of ballpark number, but exact number, probably you can get it from our team.
All right. And sir, also I would like to know about the company, how many people are there in the RF Solutions, including India and also in the global scenario.
So, I mean, in total number of people we have is more than, I think, 130 plus. So, I mean, majority of the people are back in India. But I mean, I would say, like, with the expansion we are doing, like we are planning to hire another 15, 20 people in next couple of months, right? So with that, it's like almost like we will be crossing 150 in soon. So that is a kind of number in terms of the association, and we don't call it employee or anything. Those are our
Yeah,
family members, right? So
great.
our family is day by day expanding, right, in a way that everybody is kind of getting more people, and our company is kind of built up by reference, not by kind of going out into the market, because people are just referring and we are getting good people, and the people who are associated with us from the beginning are still staying with us. So it's going well.
All right. As you mentioned about GIS and other solutions of RF, may I know the upcoming solutions which are going to hit the market in 2021 or 22 from RF side?
Yeah, so some of the things which we are doing, which I believe this is more kind of a niche, and that is a very much market need. So we are trying to expand ourselves into African region, where which was not explored earlier. I mean, we were trying for some of the things, but now we are kind of getting there. So with that, like, yeah, this GIS solutions and also some of the hologram solutions, or some of the things which kind of help and expand ourselves and portfolio into different domain and the region, right? But from emerging technology perspective, I must say that this AI, ML, and deep learning and those things would definitely going to give a different perspective to the market. And we have some of the plan where we are kind of building up some of the product which is more inclined towards the helping customers, like on a B2B segment, as well as into private sector, right? Sorry, B2C segment, right? So those are the things which are kind of helping. And also we have our own product on subscription billing, right? That is another aspect which is coming, or maybe that is like everything is subscription. Something in that line we are trying to position ourselves. So I'm seeing that those are the things would definitely going to change the way people look at it. Like before 2 years, nobody was even thinking of working from home. Now whole company is working from home. So I mean that change has happened. So with some of the product which we are bringing in, and we are very confident that that will make a difference.
Sure. As you mentioned that you are into Arab Solution is into the BFSI sector, but is there a plan to see Arab Solutions in healthcare and also hospitality sector in India? Is there any plan to?
Not at this point of time, right? But if something, because see, as I said, right, our objective is not just to kind of expand everywhere, right? The way in which our model work, the way in which our company work is, we need to focus that whatever the domain we have, we straighten those out. We make sure those domain things works kind of its own, and then we expand to the others, right? So that's like a steady growth for us. I do not want to jump in something and I kind of burn my hand, right? So yes, we have some plans, but maybe not immediately. Over the period of time, surely we can certainly explore those things and see what market needs, because the way in which we work is not just providing the solutions, right? Our objective is to solve the problems. So if we come across something which is kind of more challenging, which have the impact onto the humanity or on the market side of it, yes, we will take that challenge and try to see how we can help from building up the product, or building up the services, or building up some accelerators which can help them to you know uh, support, or maybe solve the problem. So we put it that way.
All right, all right. Mr. Raj, as we know that in India, we have very young mind and enthusiast people working in the field of technology and innovations. I want you to, give them a message so that they can, follow and get some knowledge from you.
Yeah, I think I think this is in this week. This is a second or third interview where this question been asked, and I think in one of the interview I
Because
was.
you are quite young, that is why.
Yes, yeah, I must say, one thing to everybody is like, follow your dreams. Like I would put it that way, right? And what happened is people usually try to be afraid, right? When things, I know, like some of the people would be in a situation that, okay, I need to earn the money to kind of sustain my family and a lot of things, right? But that doesn't stop you to dream the way you want it to be. Like, I don't know whether everybody wanted to be entrepreneur, right? But I'm pretty sure that everybody wanted to be a financially independent, right? Everybody wanted to be like their own boss, right? Be it entrepreneurship or be it any other ways, right? So with that, like you need to keep on putting the small efforts every day. It shouldn't be happening that, okay, someday it's gonna happen. Nothing is going to happen magically. The efforts has to be done today, from today itself, so that you see the result. So for with me, if I look at it, right, I had that dream that and I'm kind of person that I want to work for me, right, and make sure that things are around and I can kind of able to help others, right? So that is the kind of nature of mine. And with that vision or motive, I was kind of trying to see what I can do, right? Even I worked almost like with some other company until 2012, right? So I had that, I had my boss, I had everything, but the way in which I was working is more kind of how I can grow myself, right? Not just saying, okay, I want to do this. So I think if that mindset comes in for on an individual, I think that will help on the longer run. Some people have that success immediately. Some people will have in a middle. Some people have a in a later period of time. But the definitive thing is it's gonna come. But the effort should not be kind of waste away. Like you should keep on trying. So that's something I wanted to tell people. And yeah, it's always you want to look at what you want to do. So
Great. Great,
yeah.
Mr. Raj. This was a very knowledgeable and insightful conversation with you. Thank you so much for coming on Times Tech Print Media and Times Tech TV.
All right. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks for your time, and appreciate your schedule, and look forward to talk to you in some other time.
Thank you so